Hello, it's Bio here, creator of the Quiet Experts Method for introvert entrepreneurs, experts, and service professionals online, and you're welcome to this unit. Now, I'm going to assume that you know why you're here, you know what you want to get out of it, so without wasting time, let's dive straight in. So this unit is about clarifying your goals for your expert business, and it's the 6-figure revenue blueprint. The first thing I need to say is that if you don't know where you are in your introvert-led business, it won't matter whether you're a life coach, or a business coach, a motivational speaker, a consultant, an author, or any other type of expert service professional. If you're unclear about where you are currently, it's difficult for you to accurately determine your level of current success or even the way forward in order to hit your goals. In this unit, I'm going to help you define where you are currently in your coaching, consulting, or professional service business as an introvert entrepreneur or expert online. Now, together, we'll also define where you're attempting to get to as well. So the very first thing we must do is identify where you are right now. And I know that I'm emphasizing this, but it's because this is foundational to everything else that you do as an introvert entrepreneur online. Now, this is what we refer to in the Quiet Experts Method as your point A, your starting point. Because no matter what we're trying to do as business owners, we want to get from point A to a destination point B. And we also want to do that for our clients as well, or our customers. We want to take them from where they are to where they want to get to. So this is your point A that we're trying to figure out here. So let me ask you this. Where do you think you are currently in your expert business journey from point A to your point B? Just starting out and therefore in what's known as the startup mode, and you're more of a solopreneur as opposed to an entrepreneur or a business owner? Or maybe you're a relatively small but growing expert service professional? Or perhaps you're a large established brand and you're yet to leverage your online potential. Where are you exactly? Now, whatever you feel describes your current situation, in order to break through the noise, to create more alone time, to work on things that help you attract the right type of clients or customers to your business, you must get clear about where you are currently before you do anything else. That clarity is what you're going to use to map out the specific actions that you should be taking now to scale your expert business and do things in ways that don't drain your energy levels, that do give you more alone time, and that eliminate overwhelm and frustration. It's also going to allow you to identify the things that you shouldn't be doing right now, because they're as important as the things that you should do. But those things that you shouldn't be doing, they're taking you away from the results that you do want, that you don't have. Now, in the Quiet Experts Method implementation program for introvert entrepreneurs, experts, and service professionals, we designed a resource called the 6-Figure Introvert Entrepreneur Online Revenue Roadmap. That's a mouthful. It's the 6-Figure Introvert Entrepreneur Online Revenue Roadmap. So what is this roadmap? Well, what this roadmap for introvert entrepreneurs online does is guide us through the 4 key levels of expert business growth to transition from low sales to 6 figures and beyond. That is what the 6-Figure Introvert Entrepreneur Online Revenue Roadmap does in a nutshell. So let's use it to establish where you are currently and what you should be doing to hit and exceed your goals. So there are 4 levels in the 6-Figure Introvert Entrepreneur Online Revenue Roadmap. The first level is grinding. That is level 1, grinding. Surviving is level 2. Prospering is level 3, and driving is level 4. So I'll go through them again. Level 1 is grinding. You may be grinding through your business right now. Level 2 is surviving. You may be surviving right now. Level 3 is prospering. And level 4 is driving. In this unit today, we define level 1, grinding, because remember, this is all about you understanding exactly where you are, whether you're driving, whether you're prospering, surviving, or you're at the level of grinding, so that you can determine what you need to do to get to the next level. So someone at level 1 grinding, their next level won't be driving. Level 4, it's going to be getting to the surviving stage in their business. Surviving, the next level is going to be prospering. And for those who are prospering, the next level will be driving. And that is the way that it works. This is what's going to allow you to cut through the noise, cut through the distractions, and actually do the things that you need to do. But for now, we're going to define level 1 grinding so that you can identify if this is where you are right now and what you need to be focused on. So the first level is grinding, and you can tell if you're at this level if you've got an idea. However, perhaps you often feel drained. You don't have much alone time to work on your business, and you're experiencing a lot of frustration and overwhelm, probably with things such as marketing, sales, or technology, for example. If you're an introvert coach, an introvert consultant or expert at this first level, you're most likely often making sales, and you're trying to prove that you can generate revenue from your services or your products, okay? But you don't have an abundance of resources to invest in yourself or in your business, and you're spending a lot of time. And maybe on top of that, you've got, a day job as well. These are some of the characteristics of businesses that are grinding, that are being led or run or managed by introvert entrepreneurs. Now, introvert entrepreneurs and experts online that I encounter at this first stage of business are focused on trying extremely hard, I give it to them, to turn their business idea that they have, into a desirable service or a product of value. If in doubt, here's something to further help you clarify whether you are at this stage of business or not. If you're at this first level in your introvert-led business, expert business, you don't have leads coming in, or your leads are very inconsistent and not enough to grow or sustain a business online, or even offline for that matter. And I say this because many times when through the Quiet Experts Method Implementation Program or the online course, as I'm running people through this, they say, well, I have certain things and I don't have others. Well, remember, this is a guide for you to understand exactly where you are. But one of the key indicators of level 1 grinding is that if you don't have leads coming in, or they're very inconsistent and they're not enough to grow or sustain a business online, in other words, you've had no other source of income, you wouldn't survive. Neither would your business. Because you don't have any leads coming in or very few leads, you feel like you're in the undesirable situation where you know what to do, of course. So it's not that you lack the knowledge or the wisdom or the experience or expertise. So you know what to do if you did have clients or customers, okay? But your reality right now is that you're in a state of lack. And this is not just about mindset things, you're just in a state of lack, okay? In the business of whatever it is, you're a coach or consultant or whatever it is you do. Now, because you don't have leads that you turn into prospects and eventually into paying clients or customers, you're struggling. Now, your sales, if you have any, are low, and they're also unpredictable. And remember, we're talking about level 1 grinding. So as what I've just been sharing, does it resonate with you? Are you saying, yes, that's describing me, excuse me, more than you're saying, no, that doesn't describe me? This is how you determine where you are in your business. And remember, there are 4 levels. We're covering the very first, the lowest level, which is grinding. So the key takeaway, this exercise, the exercises in this whole unit itself are designed to help you define exactly where you are right now with your business and in your business, your introvert business. With that clarity, we can eliminate all the guesswork and all the confusion regarding your exact starting point to actually move forward to where you want to go. And not only that, the information also allows us to together determine exactly what you need to do to hit and exceed your goals. Now, unless you're one of my Quiet Experts Method Implementation Program clients, I know nothing about you or your business. But you do. You know the truth of the situation. You know where you are currently with your expert business. So let me ask you this so I can help you move in the right direction. Does this description that we've just walked through fit your current situation? It's either going to be yes, it does, bio, or it's going to be no, I'll wait for the unit on the lesson on the next piece. But if it does, you know that. And if you're unsure, go back and listen to this again. So let me leave you in this particular lesson with some action items. I'm going to leave you with about 4 or 5. So the first thing, what do you need to do? Because as well with these units, these social learning units, I want to make sure that you have a structured approach and you're not just firing and hoping and praying that things work. But you have to play your part. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to work through, understand the takeaways, but more importantly, take the action. And if you have questions, you've got to post your questions so that I can answer them. Please don't send me a private message. Don't send me a chat message. Post it so that I can respond, and also so that other people can learn from the questions that you ask and the responses that I give. That is the way this is going to work. That's the way I intend it to work. I won't be responding to private chat messages because it's inefficient to do it that way. And it's not the way that we're going to serve ourselves and serve other introvert entrepreneurs that, we together want to change 1 million lives through the work we do around the world. So here are the action items for you. If what I've just described, you can raise your hand and say, yep, this describes my situation and my business. Okay. And only you can know that. Number 1, you need to focus on proving your idea. When you're grinding through, it's not about saying, what's the best traffic method to use? Should I use Instagram or should I use chat? No, you've got to focus on the things that you need to focus on. So the first thing here is you've got to focus on proving your idea. The second thing you need to do is you've got to make sales to validate that there's a demand in the market for what you offer or specialize in as an introvert coach, consultant, or service professional. The third thing is you must, and I emphasize that word must, use the steps outlined within these learning units that we're going through to create your very basic and fundamental marketing funnel. And as you do that, remember, less is more. The fourth thing you've got to do is you need to identify the percentage of your target audience that wants your service or your product. Now, or even if you have the right audience to start with, because many people, what they assume is that they have the right audience when in fact they don't have the right audience. The audience is probably someone else's that offers something different to what you do. So the fourth item is you need to identify the percentage of your target audience that wants your service or your product, or even if you have the right audience to start with. And that may be where you need to go back and make some changes. I think there was a fifth item. The fifth item is finally, you must test your idea. Okay. You must test your idea. Now, for some people, it's going to mean they have to go back to the drawing board and relook at what they're doing. But isn't that better than continuing to struggle, to hope, to pray that things work out? Because you'll have a lot more clarity as you move forward. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here, to give you as an introvert entrepreneur, coach, consultant, or service professional, the clarity that will help you move forward. So if level 1 describes where you are right now, you can forget about the other levels that are coming up, because they'll be of absolutely no use to you if you haven't got these foundational level 1 components in place in your business. All you'll end up doing is continuing to spin your wheels like you're probably currently doing, and success will continue to be elusive when it really doesn't need to be. So I'll see you in the next lesson if you feel you're not a level 1 in the next unit lesson in this unit. But remember, if this describes you, you know what you need to do now. And if you have any questions, post them so that I can help you and I can respond. But apart from that, if this doesn't describe you, then we'll move on to the next. The next lesson in this unit, which is surviving, which is level 2. Okay. And we'll talk about the characteristics, just as we've done here, the traits and actions that you need to take if you're currently at level 2 in your coaching, consulting, or your other type of introvert-led expert business online.